Hello everyone, it is Pat with Empowering by Design, and for the reading for today, which is June 2nd of 2011, and I got inspired today to bring you outdoors to my balcony. I know many of you heard reports of us here in New England with the extreme thunderstorms and tornado stuff that was hitting us yesterday. Well, the tornadoes didn't come as far east as where I am, but we did have a tornado watch out, and we did have some very heavy thunderstorms, but now you see the beautiful aftermath. I am safe, and we're all fine out here, and I thank those of you who expressed concern. And so as I was asking where and who to call upon today, I got immediately drawn to outdoors and to bring you out to my balcony to share the view with you, the beautiful sunny, beautiful day that it is. And I felt, of course, very drawn to call upon the fairies today. Usually I keep them for Saturday, but they were calling me today. So I was going to call on the Healing with the Fairies Oracle card deck. That was one of them. Actually, I was going to call on both of them. So, and I did shuffle a little bit here already. And of course, the first card that popped out, no surprise here in some ways, environmental awareness. Okay, this is really critical for all of us right now, wherever you are in the world, to really pay attention. And there's lots of different channels on YouTube that are bringing awareness to this, but I know I've been watching ones that have reports from the Geological Survey, as well as prophetic insights from a lot of the indigenous tribes. But the fairies are calling our attention, to pay attention to what's going on, not just in your local environment, but all around the world. And obviously lots of natural disruptions and occurrences going on, so it's important to prepare yourself. But and I'm sure that has a lot with what this card has to do with today. Also, notice what's going on with the animals around you. In this picture, the fairy is holding on to a hawk or some kind of bird of prey. So I feel like we need to pay attention to the birds and really notice what the animals are doing, because a lot of times before a big earthquake or earth change of some kind, you'll see animals get very agitated, or a lot of them leave an area, or you'll just notice them behaving differently. So really pay attention to that, and stay connected to the fairies and the earth, and ask them to guide you and to give you a heads up as to what's going on in your area. So that's our message from the Healing with the Fairies. I'm just going to glance at it for a bit to see if there's anything else that they want us to know. The fairy in this card, like I said, she's got the bird in her hand, but she's keeping an eye out. A very kind of wary, careful eye out. And I think I would almost say that this bird could be a hawk. And in one of the other messages that card decks that I have from the Animal Medicine card deck, the hawk is the messenger to beware, as in be cautionary, or to be aware, as in heighten your senses and pay attention to what's going on around you. Okay, so that's, I know, is part of this message as well. The hawk here in this card is coming in as the messenger. Beware, use caution, or be aware, as in heighten your senses as to what's going on around you. So that's from the Healing with the Fairies messages. And the other card deck, of course, is the Magical Messages from the Fairies. And there was two cards. As I was shuffling the cards, there were literally cards that were popping and dropping out today. And there was two cards that came up. The card in the green, which is do some research, and the other card that came out was Children. And I'm sure that the do some research may have to do with the card that we just got about environmental awareness. You may want to look into what's going on, do a little bit of research, look into what's going on in your area. I also feel this card speaks to some of the messages that some of the other readers have gotten recently from the mermaid cards and stuff about break free, try new and different experiences, and follow your curiosity. So explore. The research card may have to do with exploring some new areas for you. As we go through these changing times, a lot of people are going to be finding a new purpose in life or new ways to serve. And so, if you feel that nudge or that urge now, don't wait. Kind of start looking into it. That, I think, is what the research card is about. As you see, she's sitting on some books and stuff like that, but we do a lot of research. Our research these days is Google. I'm just kidding. That's where a lot of us go to first, but there's many other areas to look into it. And doing the research may involve calling people, asking questions, things of that nature, but they're urging you to explore some new areas, and follow those inner nudges that you may have been getting. And it may be that your research has to do with looking into things that will help children. Children are really sensitive, and they too, like the animals, sometimes act out, get very fearful as they sense change going on. And we have so you may feel called. It may be that you need to give some extra attention to your own children today, and or look into serving children in some way. That there is a big call to do that now. Serve children. As well as, I know with all the natural occurrences going on, a lot of people may be called to serve with the Red Cross or to serve disaster areas. But a lot of those, even in those areas, there are going to be opportunities for people to serve with children. So let me just take a look at these and see if there's any other message that they want to bring to us today as I look at them. This child in this picture, in this card, is really, she's so happy. She's gazing up at the sky. There's a beautiful rose next to her. And I feel like part of that message is really, children are so in awe of nature. They love exploring the outdoors. And they're really just, they have that sense of awe, that sense of enchantment about things that, everything's new to them. And it's helpful for us to adopt that same attitude sometimes. I know I used to love when my daughter was younger, she would have this beautiful blue butterfly just land on her hand. And children are just so innocent and, joyful and in awe of things like that. And I feel like it's a sort of a reminder to us adults, if we've been working really hard, to, as we enter I know us in the Northern Hemisphere, as we enter our summer season, to remember to play a lot more. And it may be that you need to get your kids involved in something, either some kind of camp, or for those of you in the Southern Hemisphere where it may be going into wintertime, you again may need to, I don't know when your school systems stop and start, but get them involved in some kind of creative activity, but maybe one that explores more of nature and helps them stay connected to nature. So, away from some of the video games and the on TV or the handheld video games that are so popular now. Anyways, so that is our message for today from the Magical Fairies. Do some research, and children. So I hope you have a lovely day today, and I hope you get to enjoy the outdoors and the beauties of nature. And I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care, everyone.